This is Holly, who runs this cafe, and that was a lovely cup of tea, Holly. I'm surprised that you're open at this time of year. It must be worth opening for the local people.
Open all year round, always open for our local people.
I bet it gets heaving in the summer, doesn't it?
Very busy.
Absolutely. Yeah. And thank you very much for the information. Just tell me again about this car sharing thing.
The Pasty Connection on Facebook.
Yes.
It's lifts with people from Cornwall all over the country, to and from.
Right. So that might well be worth a look in that case then. I mean, obviously, I think the other side of Blizzard is going to be a bit of a problem, so I might be able to get some assistance with that.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me that.
You're welcome, no problem.
Very nice. Good cup of tea, that, and thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
And this is one of the customers here in the cafe, and this is Paul. And Paul, you know a bit about the coast and the walking. Then you lived here for a long time, and he was asking me about stretches and favourite stretches. Are you a regular walker on the path?
Well, I walk little stretches. I mean, there are some favourite bits which are sort of near Porthcurno.
Yes.
Down that way, which is lovely, down to Penberth from there.
Yes.
And it's just a great place to retire to.
You're retired. Oh, congratulations. What, just? Have you just?
Yeah, just retired.
Oh, well, that's excellent. Yeah. So now how are you filling your time in? I see you're taking your dog for a walk.
Well, I play a lot of tennis.
Oh, really?
And table tennis.
Oh, right.
Gardening and stuff that I never used to have.
I was going to say you look fit. You keep yourself in good nick.
Try to.
Yes.
But, I mean, given the old metal hip and
really
other things like heart operations, stuff like that. But keep on going. That's the main thing, isn't it?
So do you live locally?
Yeah, Marazion, just down that way.
Yes, I can see it through the window actually.
Just inland from the view of the mount, but walk here sort of most days. I'll walk on the beach.
Yeah, well, it's good exercise, isn't it? To get your 10,000 steps a day in, kind of thing.
Then the only disadvantage down here is the distance to go and see our daughters. So Bristol, Windsor and London is, sort of bombing up and down on trains and motorways. But
I was quite surprised when I looked on that the other day, because I've got a friend who lives in Wells in Somerset. He said, "Oh, you're welcome to come up and see us whenever." I've been a couple of times already. It's nearly 200 miles up there. Looking on a map, it doesn't look much at all.
It's 280 to London. So,
we're a long way out, aren't we? And I've got some friends in Wales who said, "Oh, why don't you just nip over?" But I mean, again, nipping over is going to be 250-mile run to Swansea as an example.
Well, when I was brought up here until 18, when I went to university, I was brought up here, and a major excursion was up to Camborne, which is about 15 miles.
Really?
We never really went further than that. Generational, the way in which we approach journeys and transport has changed so much. So Cornwall's more accessible. So we don't want too many people coming down here, but it's a great place to retire to.
I've had that said to me once before in Annick, I think, in North of London. No, we don't want him in video because we don't want any more people coming here. That's all. Fair enough.
Yeah, well, that happened with that YouTube with Porthcurno, didn't it?
Yes.
The actual village itself became gridlocked because so many people were coming to it.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons for that was that St Ives had mist, so everyone came from the north coast to the south coast and piled into where they saw on YouTube. So.
And of course, there'd have been the connection for the programme Poldark as well, wasn't there? A lot of filming there, wasn't
That's right. Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and you've got my card now, and keep in touch.
Yeah, I will do.
It'll be lovely to speak to you again.
All right, lovely chatting.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning. It's midday, or just before midday, and I'm at a place called Penzance. I've walked 6 miles now from Penzance, and I'm heading for Porthleven. And I think this is roughly the halfway mark, or maybe might be just a little bit more than that. It's not a very nice day. It's blowing a gale in my face. I sat through a shower before I set off this morning, and set off around about 9:30, having stayed last night again at Elsevier, and made an early start this morning. Had my early breakfast, went to Tesco, did some shopping, and I've been walking ever since. My groin is not 100%, but it's a lot better than it was. I think the tablets have kicked in, and I do feel a lot better, and certainly okay to walk, with the comforting thought in a kind of a way that I'm not going to get any walking in for the next couple of days because the weather forecast is horrendous again. There's a plane going on above us. I don't know whether you can hear me okay. I'll carry on. Sorry about that. It was a helicopter actually, and you know what they're like, they make an awful lot of noise. But yes, it's going okay, and I've really got to take the opportunity while I can to walk now, because if I sit waiting for a good day and sunny weather and all that sort of stuff, I might be waiting for a long time. I'm quietly confident that things are going to improve, and when I get to Porthleven, I'll be getting the bus back to Penzance, and I'll have a look around there and show you a bit of Penzance that you've not seen before, mainly in the town centre and maybe one or two of the interesting buildings. And then I'll be heading back again tonight to Elsevier and staying there for the last night, because they do have good internet. Even though it was misbehaving a little bit last night, I did get the job done in putting the film on. And so it's just a case then of moving down the coast to Mullion, where there is a campsite which was recommended to me by my friend Pete Penfold, and I'm going to go and stay there for a couple of days before heading down towards Lizard. I found, having looked at the map to the east of Lizard, that it's going to be a problem. I was talking to a lady this morning, as you saw in the cafe, who recommended me that I should be in touch with the sort of Cornwall car share on Facebook, and I might be able to arrange a lift or two on that. So anything's worth a try. So that's my project for this evening, to try and find out who lives where, and how I can, when I say it in the nicest possible way, take advantage of people sharing cars and offering lifts, and I'll be more than happy to pay for that. So it's maybe about another 2 hours to Porthleven or thereabouts, and it's not a very nice day. There's not a great deal to see, given that it's dull, but I'm sure you know that I need to do every part of this walk, and so it's not going to be too exciting, and therefore it won't be very long. So here we go. Here I am now in Porthleven, and this is Mia and this is Craig.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. And you're just out for a walk, for a cup of tea and maybe a beer, possibly?
Yes, we're going to see St Michael's Mount and probably have a nice glass of beer while we're there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this a regular thing then? That, you know, I don't mean that personally, it's not a daily thing.
No, we're actually visiting friends who live in Penzance, and we come biannually, so we come twice a year to visit them. This is our Christmas visit.
Oh, that's lovely. And Craig, do I assume then that you're sort of avid walkers?
We love walking, yeah, absolutely, and a bit of climbing for me when I can, and we both do a bit of running as well. So
yes.
We just love being outdoors and
yeah.
the fresh air, and the scenery around the coastal path here particularly is spectacular.
It is, isn't it? I mean, every bit of it is amazing.
And with the weather today, although it's quite windy, it makes for extremely dramatic scenery.
Yes, it does indeed. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it does make a difference. I mean, this is the first time I've walked on a day like this, and this is right throughout the walk, you know, and I've been walking for 8 months where I thought it's going to throw it down, or it's too windy, and the quality of pictures won't be so good, but I've actually got to do it now, because I'm not going to get many days, certainly in the next fortnight. The forecast is not that good down here. But on saying that, it's like 5-6 degrees. I was speaking to my wife last night in Holland. It's below freezing point there now.
Well, it's grim up north.
It
is
certainly
grim up
it's
north.
Grim in Grimsby, believe me.
My daughter lives in Barnsley and it's grim.
Yes, yes.
Oh well.
So, are you from this neck of the woods?
We're
then?
from the sunny southeast.
Right.
Buckinghamshire.
Sorry, in.
Well,
Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire. Originally, I'm from the Midlands. I'm from Leicestershire.
Yes.
But Neil was born and bred in Buckinghamshire.
Right. Now, you was telling me just briefly. You was telling me about a place that I can look forward to where I can get a cup of tea. You said there's a really nice bay or beach or something.
Betsy's Cove.
Yes.
Yeah.
Betsy's Cove. I don't know if you can get a cup of tea there, but it's definitely worth going to have a look.
Yes.
Very pretty.
Lovely little secluded cove.
Yes.
Right.
Shingle beach, but really nice cove.
Yes.
And
If you're ready for a cup of tea, then just along about another 5-10 minutes in Peranathno, there's a lovely place
there's the
called
beach hut.
the Beach Hut.
Oh, that sounds great.
Cabin, yeah.
I like, there's nothing wrong with tea in this weather, is there?
And cake.
And cake. Well, I've got some Scotch eggs in my bag and a pork pie to look
Yeah.
for.
Oh, lovely.
They'll keep me going for a bit, yeah.
It's been a real pleasure meeting you both.
Same
And
to
you,
you, Jim, and good luck
Jim.
with your walk.
with your travels.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And if you can catch me up, if you, I think I'm on day 247 now, something like that. So if you check that out, and you can look back when you're ready to see some of the other episodes.
We will.
Which you might
We
find
will.
interesting.
We'll look you up.
Good luck with your venture.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
And
too.
you.
Bye bye now.
Bye.
Bye bye. Here I am at the Peppercorn Cafe, and this is Susie. I tell you what, Susie, this is a lovely place you've got here. How long have you been running this?
Well, we've actually only been here since the end of March, so this is our
Really?
first year. And my husband Mike, who's in the kitchen.
Hello, Mike.
Mike?
He's busy. Give us away.
Yeah, so we moved down from the southeast,
Right.
and quit our jobs and bought the cafe in the end of March, and have been running it ever since. So it's been really good.
Oh, well, that's excellent.
Really good,
I mean,
yeah.
Obviously, you haven't been right round the clock yet for a year,
No,
if you know what I
no,
mean. But
no.
I noticed
Yeah.
you closing for Christmas and stuff. And
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's surprising how many cafes I came across, one or two, at the other side of the bay that are like staying open all year round because
Yeah,
they say
yeah.
the locals want
Yeah,
somewhere to go.
yeah,
And there's
and
still a lot of walkers out
that's
on
right,
holidays and all this
definitely.
kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think, we're shutting this year for Christmas, but next year we're going to stay open.
Yes.
And we're open most of the time anyway. We're just going back to see family this year.
Yes.
So yeah, but it is really lovely, and we've got quite a few regulars who come in now,
Yes.
and people like yourselves who are
just
walking.
walking through.
So yeah, it's been really lovely. The people around here are so friendly.
Well,
It's
that's
been
great.
really good.
Well, I mean,
So-
I hope that this puts your cafe on the coastal
Thank
path
you.
map, because there's lots of people
Yeah.
kind of following me. I don't
Oh,
mean literally,
fantastic.
but
Yeah.
they're
Yes.
following me on the coastal path, and
Yeah.
they're looking for
Yeah.
new and different places to
Oh,
go.
well, we look forward to welcoming them here.
Well, I can recommend it.
Thank you,
Even
thank
though I've
you.
only had a cup of tea actually,
Yeah.
but I always take a cup of tea when there's an opportunity, because you never know when you get your next one at this time of year.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I've been to many cafes that I've seen miles away, and you get there and it's closed.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is a
Yeah.
bonus, and I always
Yeah.
take advantage of
Oh, I'm
it.
glad we're able to, and we've got a little log
Yeah.
burner, so we can keep you warm when it's cold, which
It's
is
burning
nice.
my back. It's very, very efficient.
Excellent.
Well, it's been lovely saying hello to you, Sue.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's nearly 3 o'clock now, and I'm at a place between Prussia Cove and Carnegie Sands. I think it's called the Eenies, which is, according to my iPhone. It's turned out to be quite a tough walk, and it's been made an awful lot tougher by the fact that the wind's really picked up and it's right in my face. So my plans to get as far as Portleven might have to wait until the next time I'm walking, and I don't know when that's going to be, because the next 2 days have got a pretty grim forecast. At least it gives me plenty of time to edit, and I don't have to do that when I rush back tonight. So I'm likely to be stopping just a little bit further this way, and I'll tell you the name of that in a second. It's called Praa Sands, and I can get a bus there. I've just been speaking to a lady who told me with confidence that that's the case. So it's only about 2 miles according to her, which is about an hour, which will do me right. 4 o'clock, that'll be enough. Then I can make my way back to Tesco, and I can start again here the next time with a van and do the same as I've done today. Just get a bus all the way back here to Praa Sands. It's been great actually, because my groin has been pretty good. I can feel it just a tiny little bit. I know I've still got just a very minor problem, but I've got all the strength back in my leg and my muscles and everything. Nothing's hurting, which is important, and it's not a strain. I came across a long beach which you saw me tackling earlier on. I think I got a little bit misled by a woman I was talking to actually about which way to go, and she sent me onto the beach, whereas I really should have walked along the top of it. But these things happen. So, here we go.